welcome everyone to the second episode of Behind the Agent, a new series brought to you by myself, RampidRooster, and the lovely LalaLadyD. In this series, we will be interviewing players from Zenith, the Last City. It's an open world MMORPG virtual reality game. You can purchase this through Steam or through the Meta store, and it's a very fun game. Episode 1, we kind of touched base on it with me and Lala's background on it, and now I'm going to let Lala introduce our guest of today.
Oh my goodness. I am so excited to introduce somebody we've been playing with. Well, all of us have been playing together for a long time. Since the beginning, the amazing Fairchild. Insert clap.
Golf clap, golf clap.
Oh, we're so excited to have you on our little show. So you are known for being the Zenith artiste, I think.
That's the rumor.
Yeah, and I would like to say Rampid and I were actually one of your first customers.
I think, yeah, back to back, I believe.
Let's just say that. Yeah, let's just say that for the
Yeah, back to back. It was actually pretty amazing because I wasn't expecting anybody really to come up like, "Hey, can you draw me?"
So you actually have quite a fan base because you've done several characters. You've even done Winters, you've done Sono, a lot of some of the other players in Tina. So tell us a little bit about kind of what inspires you. How do you come up with these awesome characters and everything like that?
Inspires me. Listen, I've been drawing since I was able to hold a pencil. So drawing is like breathing for me. So it was kind of natural for me to start drawing, I guess, my character. And then, well, when you came and asked me, I was like, oh, okay, that sounds interesting. And I just went from there. And it was just more my interpretation of the avatars. So, and plus, I'm not a natural gamer. This was the first time I've ever gamed in my life. So, Zenith is my first game.
Ooh, took your gaming virginity. Very nice.
My gaming virginity. So that's how that started. The interest was there. So
what I liked about like your process in it is like you met with the players in the game to get the pictures of them, and then you kind of asked and got to know them a little bit, like of like their attitudes, like what they're looking for in the avatar. Like, are you dominant? Are you a leader? Are you like you got to know their personalities, and you can really see those personalities through your art, I think.
Yeah, well, I used to do portraits, so I would see the person. In this case, you don't see anybody. You hear everybody. You can hear kind of like their tone of voice, the way their speech patterns. Mm-hmm. So it tells you a lot about a person. I mean, generally people are all pretty fantastic here anyways, but the way they speak and even the way they move in a way kind of gives you an idea of what type of person,
a glimpse into their personality a little bit.
Plus, I mean, in game, you tend to want to take on like a bit of an alter ego. So Fairchild is mine, my alter ego. So she's, I don't know if I would say social.
Yeah, very social, very social butterfly. Like everybody knows Fairchild. Like, yeah.
Which is surprising because we leave Zenith and nobody knows who the hell I am. So I found it was always important to meet the person in the game so I could hear their voice, see how they interact. And then I go from there, and I guess it worked.
You've done a lot of some of the big players like I've talked about. And what I love is that you kind of incorporate different things. The one you did for Sono was awesome because he did both the mage and the blade in that. And that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think that was actually one of my ideas, and I didn't say it. And I'm like, oh, it was super cool. But really, it's just you make custom avatars for people, and really like 'cause there's so many different characters. Well, there's 3 in Zenith. But different things. Like mine was the mage tank. Gosh, that shows you how long ago I did mine was the mage tank.
But it was important though. Like
I loved it. It was my
really
character. I was like, I want the chains, and then you would put the chains. And
yeah. That was important. I think. So what was great about what is great about Zenith is that you become, even though there's only a set amount of looks, a set amount of hair, you could still change, the eye color and all that. You become the thing that you want. So when you, Lala, were a mage tank, you want to have that kind of like, badass girl vibe, like, I don't want to say dominatrix, but I think, Drew, I'm looking at you now. on my computer.
She's very fierce, very fierce. You can tell she is in charge. You can tell.
Exactly. So, and Lala has kind of like that sweet, sexy voice, so she's like, fierce, but in a very feminine, sexy way. So it's like, there's no messing with. Whereas Rampid, you were kind of like this mama bear in charge, like you had your guild. And it was like, I had to draw you in a way that commanded respect, but at the same time, there was nurturing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. So that's essentially the same thing with 10. He commanded respect.
I love that one. 10.
One of my favorites too.
It was really cool. It was very simple, but yet held command. And then the one with Winters too, because that guy's everywhere, literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Right?
He was like, I am all powerful.
Exactly. So when I got the brief on that one, he who will not be named asked me to draw Winters. Not allowed. I'm under pain of death. Don't mention who
it's a surprise to everybody.
So I went to go see Winters. I asked him what he wanted, but I already got kind of like a download who he was. And so, yeah.
So just wait, hold on, to reiterate that someone commissioned to have Winter's character, which is super cool because Winters does a lot for us. And I think that was super awesome.
A great way to show appreciation to him. Yeah,
exactly. And I thought that was like amazing. Like, and I never saw that before. So for me, it was like, that's amazing. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting one, and I got to play with kind of like different. So every drawing I do, I tried to play with a different aspect, whether it's a background or a different feel, different drawing style or whatever. So that's and I just try to evolve as I go. So
and I feel like your poses on each one, like the one you did of 1, 2, and Siggy, freaking love that one. Like the where it's got both of them in there, and like it just shows both of their personalities in there as well. Like it's amazing.
I never met either or, actually. That was one of the few ones that it was more chit chat. I never met 1, 2, I don't think.
Super sweet.
Just quiet.
Yeah, so I'll take your word for it. It sounded like Ziggy wanted to have something done for the 2, and I thought that was really sweet. I was like, and he'd like give her like that like, again, that dominant, but yet like assertive, like I'm in charge pose, which I like, female empowerment. That is like my shtick. Is what I love the most.
Yeah.
So when he messaged me to do that, and he knew exactly how she'd want to be posed and how he wanted to be posed, and it just kind of flowed, By then, it was the 3rd time I did the ninja outfit. So it was like, I try to do it different every time because then it becomes repetitive. So
And then you also did Z, right? Which showed off some of the older gear, right?
Yeah, some of the old gear, he was more simple. Like, he has the it was a more simple pose. He had the GM gear. So, and he just wanted to, almost like he's at the gate of Zenith. Like he's he's like the gatekeeper. That's the impression I got from him, you know. So, or some people call him like Zenith Dad or something.
Oh yeah. On Discord, he's Zenith Dad.
Zenith Dad. So that was kind of like he's the gatekeeper.
Gyros.
Yeah. So it turns out apparently I actually drew him quite similar to himself. I don't know. I sent it to him. He's like, "Did you look at my picture?" I'm like, "No." Oh, the voice.
Well, and so you also have so you have your own Discord, right? So people, if they're interested, they can join, right? And because it's more than just like if they hire you to do this, it's more than just a picture. It's a whole process. And then I love when you post some. You have a TikTok too, and then you post your process on TikTok, and we get to see kind of how it all comes together, which is really neat for me.
Yeah, that's a lot of people were pushing me to see more kind of like the development. The Discord is more a way for me to get people to draw and get the artists that are unknown out.
Yeah, like I love how you have it open so everyone is sharing their art. Like it's not just your page; it's the communities. Like everyone in there is showing their art, you know. And for me, like I don't draw. I was not blessed with that. My daughter's great at it. I would mess up a stick figure. Like I'm not, but I appreciate it. So like getting to see these artists put their stuff out there, like I absolutely am amazed by the talent that is out there.
Right. So that's
I think I'm the only one that does resin art, by the way.
And you should
it's still art.
Yeah, it's still art. Anything is art. You can crochet. Anything is art. Anything you create with your mind is art related to me. So I really want to nurture that side of people because I know how hard it is as an artist trying to get any kind of visual. Now, mind you, I'm very bad at the marketing part, so that doesn't help.
Why you have a little committee to help you?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
We will put your name out there.
But like me aside, that's it. So that was kind of like more of a give back. I really do want at least Zenith artists to come and post their stuff and show their stuff. Doesn't matter the level. Eventually you get up there. And
another cool thing that you did in the Discord is you held a contest for people to like post their ideas. And then you were able to take those ideas and make it into a scene. Like you have several scenes, and like at the end of this video, like I will post all of your Zenith artwork, so everybody gets to see all of it. But like during that contest, like I loved how you reached out to the community and were like, what do you want to see? Like what kind of art do you want to see? Like I thought that was great.
Well, because it includes them, right? Like you said, not everybody draws, but a lot of them have some great ideas. And I know I'm missing one of them. I have not finished all the content. I did plan for. It was really intensive, an intensive 2 months.
Yeah. You've been busy. Yeah,
but I don't know.
Do you think you'll do another contest? Because I think others.
I want to. I really do. I really do want to, but I don't.
Especially now that like Skyland has opened up, like there's more areas to like look at and kind of check out. Because back then, like had Skyland dropped yet.
Yeah, well, we all know you and me have to go to.
We're a little low on that. We had to be handheld to the world boss last night. We're like, I don't know what's going on.
Like, there comes the spider. I'm like, what is this?
What's happening?
The fembot is there. Yeah. Speaking of the new area, that it's actually the fix for that's in pre-release. But so I think it's funny just to talk about Zenith a little bit. Something that the players have been asking for a long time is, hey, give us, kind of an event that's going to bring people together, kind of like the snow event, and, a challenging event that we're all going to be in a community and have so much fun. Well, the first time I walked in, I was like 4 or 5 different guilds. They were all in their own guild chat. Nobody was talking. So 2 guys in the middle who already had their foot. I was like, what is this? And then there's scaling issues. But anyways, all of that is currently being fixed. But it was just I was like, why am I talking? It was just very
You guys are next level, Zenith. Like you guys are in it. You guys are massive gamers.
Yeah.
I'm the social gamer. I'll come in like, hey, how's it going? Oh yeah, that's great. Oh, what did you guys do today? Like really, and then
that's why I was like, why is everybody in Yulcha? And I want to talk.
Well, that's what's amazing about the game is like the community of the game. Like even if you're not a gamer, if you're a social person like yourself, like you get those connections and those bonds and you learn from the gamers who are in it and you make the connections with them. And I mean like gamers love helping people, like, because I would rather go and help newbies than do raids all day long.
Well,
But
that was not the case with this new bot. The way that it scaled
yeah,
sort of caused some drams, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
But,
I mean, with this new boss, there's a new pet that drops. There's and they actually fixed it. So they listened because a lot of people were like, just let us buy RB with our currency, and so they made that a thing with this new boss, and so people were really passionate. But anyways, they're with the solution. I imagine like the devs were so excited to release this, and then there was
a little bit of
unexpected feedback.
Yeah.
There's always going to be some more negative feedback. There's always going to be criticism. I think you got to look beyond that and find a way how you, not only the devs, but find a way how you can improve the game. That's half of the reason why I love this game, because you know how many people are actually really creative and they make it really interesting. You know, like I hear there's a Pandal Preserve Society. I mean,
a role playing, a nice role playing in the game. Like it's awesome.
They're pretty serious in that, I guess.
Yeah,
you gotta watch out for them. They're sneaky.
Yeah,
they will run up on you.
Yeah, if you hear offender, run,
run quick
with your Pandal. Yeah, I think there's a lot of passionate players. We've talked about this before, Rampid and I, and they give lots of feedback, and really just some people have this down to a science. It's pretty crazy. But I'm like you. I'm like, let's chat.
But what I like about like the feedback part, like the community called out for the New World boss changes, and they're doing it. Like there's not that many game companies out there that listen and really care what the gamers are saying. Like I know there's been a lot of like talk that Ramen doesn't listen or whatnot, but I truly see like them trying. Like you can't please everybody, but they're trying to do what they can do.
Exactly. And I'd like to see people do what they do. Like you can only do so much. Take a positive spin, see the good thing that you can bring to the game, and focus on that until the game matches. Exactly. Until then, just enjoy the social.
Yeah.
Social part, or
when people are out of guild chat, that is.
Yeah. Listen, we're friends now out of Zenith, which is great. So that's
the bonds that you make in the game, like go into your real life. Like people always say, oh, they're just gamer friends. No, they're my real friends now. Like I love them. Like they're great. Like I have appreciated every bond that I have made in this game. Like, and you're not from where we are, so like being able to make like connections that aren't in the same area, like it's great.
Exactly. I think a lot of people know where I'm from. So
well, I wasn't gonna say.
I really appreciate you teaching me French curse words.
Yeah, that's great.
Game. I really enjoyed that.
Well, listen, as long as you know tabarnak there.
It's my favorite.
That's a hint to call out to my fellow tabernakers.
Yeah, it definitely impresses us all with that.
Yeah. Well, you know that it's not going well with either my Oculus or I'm walking backwards.
I was like, oh, she's mad. I don't know what she's saying. She's mad.
But it's actually, speaking of friends in game, just recently I went to go meet for the first time of my first friend that I made in Zenith. We actually went for a week to see him.
Oh, nice.
And it was amazing. Like the the French. So this is like for almost 2 years of playing with him.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to have another friend also from the States come in to Canada and go, but she couldn't make it. Unfortunately, but we're going to be trying something a different place and meet up with them. So the kids had fun. We met in person, and at first it was nerve-wracking because you know them, through
But you've
what
never met personally. Yeah.
Exactly. And it was fantastic. We're going again.
Yeah, nice. And well, that's like what with Sleepless-Knights. Like, I eventually want to have like a big guild meetup, like where everybody gets together and like, bring the families or whatnot and like meet everybody. Like just have a good time and just get to know each other outside of the game, which we do like through our Discords and stuff. But like to meet in person is something like I think, I hope one day that we can all meet up.
Oh, exactly. Discord is actually it's amazing how you can interact with so many people just on Discord. And I feel like, like after work, I'm like checking my Discords, like, did anybody message? Did I get pinged? Like, oh, who's doing what here, and where are we playing tonight? So it's
And honestly, before Zenith, I had Discord, but I had never used it. Like, I have learned so much about Discord, like bots and servers and all that stuff, like, to make our Discord run smoothly. There's like, I have learned so much technology since playing Zenith, like my PC setup, like, because I was like an Xbox gamer or like a PlayStation gamer. Like, I wasn't, I did a little bit of PC, but like not VR PC. Like, it has like introduced me into a whole new world of like gaming, but like still Zenith has my heart. Like, it's the connections that you make in it. Like, you don't really make that on like a flat screen game because you're not talking to them, and it's not like you're right there in the conversation with them.
Oh, no, exactly. Zenith, honestly, I don't think they understand how much of an impact they've had on so many people. Like, just the fact that we've seen like, an older generation, mothers. Like, for me, Zenith literally took me out of my postpartum. So for me as a mom gamer and meeting mom gamers, it's like there's a world out there, and we can spiritualize, we can have fun. That was a hugely important part of my life. So
I think
it's a community. This is our it's part of our social lives, and that's why when people become toxic or they're like, it's just VR, I'm like, no, this is a community of people. There's some rules you have to follow.
It's not like keyboard warrior. Like, there are people there, feelings get hurt. Like, just if you wouldn't say it to someone in real life, don't say it to them. Just don't say it to them. Like, just be respectful. And like the toxic that's been coming out lately, it's just like, what are you doing? Like, no, knock it off. Like, we're a happy community. We love everyone. Like, smiles and rainbows. Come on, guys.
There's a happy etiquette. You gotta keep up with the happy, and if you can't, then just you get bumped. That's it.
And I mean, like, you can disagree with what's going on, but just remain respectful. Like, that's be an adult, be respectful. Agree to disagree. It's fine.
That's it. And you'll just have so much more fun if you're like that. If you want to be aggressive, then there's so many other games you can just go play and be aggressive.
Go play freaking Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Be a woman and talk on Call of Duty and see how that goes.
I'm sensing some tension.
Top one.
Mike muted during Call of Duty is all I have to say.
Oh, really? Well,
toxic. Get back in the kitchen and make me a sandwich.
Oh my god. Yeah, my hubby tried to get me on Pop 1, and I did. Let's just say I hightailed it back to Zenith really fast.
Well, see, like our community, like Sleepless-Knights, like we'll do like Pop 1 and VR chat and stuff as well. And that's what I think is nice, is like we made friends in Zenith, but we also game outside of Zenith to keep the bond. But like,
and we come right back to
then we come right back to Zenith. Like, it's Zenith has our heart, but like we do appreciate other games that are out there in development.
That's it. And just to mention for like newbies that come in, we're not a clique. there are new people that become longtime friends, like, 6 months later, a year later. Like, I mean, I think Lala, did I meet you first? I don't remember. I think I met you
Yes.
first
It
because
was a boy making me uncomfortable. I was like, I don't know what he was saying. I was trying to think about this morning. I was like, but I was getting up my menu to just leave because I was like, and then you were like, hey, you be nice. You were like, stop it. You are making her uncomfortable. And I was like, oh,
oh yeah,
good
that
friend.
mama side of me came out. I was like, you guys, and I think I was playing with my husband too, and I'm like, does this happen? Is this game? I'm like, no, this is not happening. Not on my watch.
The protector.
I love it.
Very well played.
That's why I'm a healer. I
Yes.
guess, I don't know. You see me going to clubs. I'm like the friend bouncer. Like, wait, you looking? You better not. You better not.
You walk away. You walk away.
Don't look.
Oh, well, it was so good to finally meet you and talk to you in person, see what your facial expressions are like, and not looking at us stoic avatar.
Yeah. That's why I do the avatar, so we can, capture a moment other than the.
Because you can tilt your head a little bit, and you're like,
Yeah.
or mess up your arm.
Or the hand movements,
Yeah.
like,
Well,
yeah.
should I do party chat? Party chat. That's our hand signal for party
Is
chat.
that what I was wondering what that was. I was like, I can never understand. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, because it's like
You're like, you guys are perverts. What are you doing? And that means party
Go
chat.
to party chat.
If your audio is out,
Yeah.
Understood. I will know the signal.
you just went with it all this time. You're like, cool.
You guys are okay. You do your thing. Why are you changing voice channels? Well, it was good to have you on, and we thank you for your time. Like, we know players are busy, and that's why, like, we like to set aside, what time works for the player to meet up and get to know you, and behind the agent, like, this is Fairchild.
Out.
So people can find you on Zenith Main, but they can also, you have your own Discord. So just find us in Zenith Main, we'll get you connected. She's
Or
also
message
in that.
here.
Message here.
We will have, we can send links and stuff through DMs. I will actually have her TikTok account posted in the link, but I'm not verified yet. So, like, you'll have to, like, copy and paste it into your URL. But once we get verified, then you'll be able to click that button. So, but we'll put we always put, like, your link tree on there because we're using your background throughout this, like, not this background, but like the background of the interview thing itself. So, and we really appreciate that because, like, it's gorgeous. I love it. It's so pretty. So, like, they can go and see all your artwork and stuff, and your TikToks are amazing to watch, like, because you do some of them where, like, you show how you drew it. Like, it's nice to watch the process of it.
Yeah, it's an interest. It's fun.
It is.
Oh, you're amazing. It was good to see you.
Yep. Thank you for your time. And we will, if you guys enjoyed watching this is episode 2, like, share, and subscribe. We would appreciate it. Your comments on what you would like to see in the future. If you would like to be on the show, get with us. We would be more than happy, happy to talk to you. So, all right. Thank you all and have a good day.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.